Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope you have had a wonderful week. I am really excited because my sales on eBay have come back up. They are close to where I want them. We are over $4,000 for the week, and we had some absolutely amazing sales this week. So 15 sales over $50 from eBay that I'm going to show you. With sales being slow and being down, these are the sales you want. These are the sales that make it. And I am really excited. I've been listing more. So some of these sold really fast. Some of them were older. I had to give 50% off. Actually, the highest sale of the week was a 50% off sale, but sold for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So super excited to share all of these with you. If you're looking to increase your average sales price or get more sales with the economy being slow, these are definitely items you want. We are starting off with this vintage amber and red crackle Bakelite bangle bracelet. This one sold in 2 days. Very fast. Sold for a best offer of 63. The buyer did try to get me to go lower. I held my ground because it was only listed 2 days. I accepted their offer of 63. And I'm going to try for this video and actually pull up where I can see exactly what I was paid. So on this one, I did do free shipping. So my payout was $43.64. I paid about $14. So this one is a $30 profit. So about half of it gone to fees and shipping because I did free shipping. And we'll take a look here. And we did test this with semi-chrome. Definitely pay attention to Bakelite. This one is a really beautiful bracelet. You can see here we're showing it is a 7-inch interior diameter. And this one was an excellent sale in just 2 days. So Bakelite is definitely doing well right now. This one took longer to sell. This one was listed about 1.5 years, and it sold for a best offer. Or actually, no, this one sold full price, sold at $65. And this one, my payout is $44.65. I paid right at $5. So this one's very close to a $40 profit, but it took 1.5 years. And most of the Native American turquoise pieces I get now, I pay a lot more for. This one, 2 years ago, I was getting sterling really cheap. That is not the case anymore. You can see here it is signed DSD. And it's crazy because $65 for this ring is really not a bad price. So I'm very surprised. And now that was on a 50% off sale. I don't even think at $130, I think that was still a good price for an 8.5 signed Native American piece, but it took 1.5 years to sell. This one took even longer. This one took almost 3 years to sell. And this one sold for a best offer of $55. And my payout on it was $44 after all of the fees. I only paid $1 for this. So it's a $43 profit, but it took 3 years. However, a folded tablecloth doesn't take up a ton of space. So I tell you guys all the time with the vintage linens, you really never know how long they'll take to sell. This one took 3 years. I did have it priced at $130, so it was a 50% off offer, but I still made an amazing profit. This one took 8 months to sell. It sold for a 30% off offer I sent out of $69.99. The payout for me after my shipping label and all my fees was $47.97. I did pay about $10 for this, so it's about a $38 profit in 8 months. And really beautiful gemstone bracelet encased in thin sterling silver. You can see there the sterling stamp. And here it is on the bracelet sizer. If you haven't seen, I am making these. So if you are interested in a bracelet sizer, give me an email at thenurseflipper@yahoo.com. I have bracelet sizers, bracelet displays, necklaces, every kind of jewelry display you can think of I've been making with my 3D printer. So this one was a good sale, didn't take too long, and a decent profit even with the 30% off. This one was a very, very fast sale. Not over fast. It sold in a month. It sold for $71.99. So I sent out a 10% off offer. Payout on this one was $49.79. I paid $6, so almost a $44 profit on this one in a month. I got this one at an antique fair. I picked it from a sterling silver booth. There you can see that 925 stamp. This is only an inch and just under 4 grams, and an amazing, amazing sale, $72 a month in. This little miniature brooch actually sold in 4 months, so not too bad. And it did sell for a 30% off offer at $69.99. So if you guys aren't sending offers, I definitely recommend it. My personal preference is I send out 10% for items newer than 3 months. And then from 3 months to 12 months, I go to 30%. And then over a year, I go to 50%. So the payout on this one was $53.16. I paid $5 for this, so it is a $48 profit in 4 months. Not too shabby. This one was 800 silver. It was hand painted. You can see here it does have a bail to be a pendant as well as a brooch. There is that 800 marking up top. Really, really beautiful brooch. If you are not paying attention to hand painted portrait brooches, I definitely would start. This sale blows my mind because this was actually in a house clean out. I got it for free. It sold for full price in under a month. And the payout on this one was $78 and I paid nothing. So it is a $78 profit in a month. And with listing more, I am definitely seeing more sales. So the listing challenge for me has been a really good thing. Here you can see that it is signed B. Sykes. I was not able to find anything about this particular artist. However, cherry burl bowls sell extremely high, and this one sold very fast. These took longer to sell. They took 1.5 years to sell, and they took a 50% off offer to sell. These were in a big consignment buyout that I did, and so that buy is already in the profit. So I consider everything I get from these sales to be profit. My payout on this one was $76.46. And let me know if you guys like this. It just takes me a couple seconds longer to actually open my order details and see my exact payout after all the fees and shipping were taken out. And these are size 7, which in men's is a little bit small. I tend to see better sales with like a size 9 or higher. However, these could have been used as women's as well. And you can see they were in excellent condition. They were sent off to eBay Authenticity, which is what you are seeing here. And that buy was a really good buy. I was in the profit pretty fast. I did spend $5,000 on it, but there were quite a few high dollar shoes as well as designer handbags in that lot. I'm pretty sure that I showed these pendants in my catch treasure hunting video of an auction haul. I have been slacking over there. My time is just extremely limited, and so some things have been getting missed. Now, I have been doing free shipping on my jewelry. So you see here it says free, and I swore I would never do free shipping. But if it helps me in the algorithm, I am all about it. So this is a carved icy jade pillar amulet dragon pendant. It does have an 18 karat gold bail. I did get it from an online estate auction. I actually only paid $17 for this one, and my payout was $93.76. So this one is going to be about an $85 profit, and it sold in 2 weeks, my friends. Watch for Jade, especially like this is a simple 18 karat twist veil. Somebody twisted up some 18 karat gold and there it is. Not very much at all, but it really does increase the value of pendants, gold clasps on necklaces. Pay close attention because we've even sold just the clasp for decent money. This one took a long time to sell. It took right at a year, and it actually went to one of you. It went to Miss Darla, and I sent a 50% off offer. So she got it for $125. My payout was $98.66. I actually paid up for this. I paid about $60. So it's a $38 profit. Beautiful, beautiful piece. It is a Art Deco bathing lady flower frog. If you have not seen my video on flower frogs, definitely check it out because some of them are extremely, extremely valuable. And this one is an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous piece. Even though it took a year to sell, this is something I probably would still pick up again. This was a name I was not familiar with, and that is Tim Laser. This is a signed dichroic art glass pendant. And this one was listed back in December, so it took 4 months to sell, sold for $139.99. So I sent a 30% off offer. So if you notice, the majority of these are either offers sent or offers received. So I believe sending and accepting offers is extremely important to get sales on almost all of the platforms. So this one I paid about $40 for. The payout was $103.26. So it's a $63 profit in just 4 months. And I love paperweights, but they are becoming increasingly hard to get, especially good ones at a good price. So I don't get them too often. I actually bought these off of a CT bids auction, which I don't do very often. And I will post up my how-to and where I buy from online auctions for you. So I will take the profit on this one, and 4 months really is not that bad. This one sold in 5 months, and this is a really neat piece. This is a vintage Santa's Christmas list print, Bob Holloway signed wood art frame. So this one sold in 5 months, and it did sell for $150. My payout was $105, and I got this at the thrift store for either $3 or $5. So this is a $100 profit. If you see art that is signed, look it up. So here you can see the back. This was like a hand sketch, and I saw Holloway down there on the bottom. Looked him up, and if you find Bob Holloway prints, definitely pay attention. This one kind of breaks my heart. It actually took 3 years to sell, and it is one of the most amazing pieces of jewelry I have ever found. It is a large sterling silver fluorite butterfly with rutilated quartz, which is one of my favorite stones. And it took a 50% off offer in almost 3 years. And this one, I actually paid $150. My payout is $158. So I had it for 3 years and only made $8. And I really think it was more valuable than the $200, but it was a one-of-a-kind piece, and I had had it for so long. We put it on that 50% off sale. It was absolutely gorgeous. And unfortunately, we didn't have a weight on this. This was a pretty chunky, heavy piece. I'm glad it went to a new home and somebody got an absolutely amazing deal on this one. This one actually sold in under a week. Very, very fast. This is from that same estate auction. It's another jade piece with an 18 karat gold bail. This is a hand carved 3 monkey pendant. And this one I got for $19, and my payout was $235. This one is a $215 profit in under a week. I wish they could all be like this. And I actually got outbid on quite a few jade pieces on that auction. I probably should have went a little higher. This one was so, so cute. I couldn't find a ton of jade monkey carvings, especially black jade, which is rare. So I priced it high at that $399, and it sold extremely fast in under a week. If you watch my podcast on Tuesday, I talked about this one because it sold in only a couple of hours, and it sold at full price. very, very fast. And I'm like, did I price that too low? I don't know. So I put abstract modernist 14 karat white gold brooch or pen, artisan signed, sculptural, mid-century modern, and vintage. Sold for full price, $499. My payout was $421, and I paid $24 for this. Almost a $400 profit in an hour. So this is one I really wish they could all be like this. So how did I get a 14 karat gold brooch for $24? Because it was in a sterling silver lot. It is not. It is signed 14 karat. We also acid tested it to verify that it was 14 karat gold. It was. Let me know if you think I underpriced or did the right person just happen to find this brooch. Either way, close to $400 in profit in an hour, I will take all day long. This is my highest sale for the week. And I have to tell you that I really did not want this to go so low. It was listed almost a year, but I paid up for this one. So I actually paid $400 for this. I didn't want it on the 50% off sale, but we accidentally put it in, and I will honor if I do that. So somebody grabbed it on the 50% off for $749. My payout was $581. I paid $450 for this. So this one, unlike those fast ones, is $130 profit that took a year. But the hard thing with that is I put out hundreds of dollars to sit on it. So you kind of have to weigh it. And I really would have liked to get $1,000 for this one. However, I will take the $750 because I got my initial investment back, and I did get it from an online estate auction. And this one is so old, you can see we weren't even weighing them. This is another one that was a very heavy piece. Absolutely beautiful with the cardinal. It is Zuni, and it was a good sale at $750, but I wish I didn't have it on that 50% off. All right, my friends, that was everything. I hope you have enjoyed a lot of amazing, amazing sales this week on eBay. And we do have our 30-day listing challenge. I committed to 20 a day. I have been doing that and will continue to. So hopefully these sales stay up and continue to grow as well. I hope you learned a lot of new things. Don't forget, if you are interested in any jewelry displays, I am making them on my 3D printer. I'm having so much fun with 3D printer. We bought a second one. So if there's anything, I also have bubble wrap holders that mount to the wall and will hold 2 rolls of bubble wrap. Makes it so much easier to pack. So email me, thenurseflipper@yahoo.com, if you are interested, or if there's something you've seen 3D printed. I love making anything. I've made really cool octopus. If you watch me on Whatnot, I make free little sea animals to give to my buyers when they reach a certain level: starfish, dolphin, octopus, seahorse, and killer whale. I think those are my 5 right now. And in June, I get to pick 5 new levels. I'm going to do animals again so I can make some cool stuff. I really do appreciate you watching. We are headed to the Tampa Bay Rays game again tomorrow. And Chase Rice is live in concert after the game. So we are going to have some fun tomorrow. And then Sunday, I will be doing a live Whatnot linen show. So if you're interested in linen, definitely come check that out. I appreciate you watching. I'm going to say it's hens on the nest, but I'm going to look for other stuff on the nest too and do a fun research video for you on Sunday. And I look forward to learning with you.